presented by NerdWallet. Back with you downtown Atlanta. Pretty pictures. 2-point Hawks lead as we begin the fourth. Seconds ago, Stephanie with Quinn Snyder.
Thank you so much, Coach. There's been double digits ties and lead changes. How do you create separation here?
Well, I think we've got to be solid when we're not, hitting or trapping, and just keep mixing it up where we can get out, get running off our defense. And on the other end, if we can stay poised in the paint and try to find each other, I think we'll be in good shape. But there's going to be runs.
For sure. Tatum and Brown have a combined 50 points. How do you try to stop them in the fourth?
Well, we've been doubling them on occasion. It's hard when both of them are there because if you hit one of them or double one of them, the other one's there. It can attack you. So we just got to keep working at it, and we're going to have to be solid and stay in front of them.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
It's the little things down the stretch of the game and not allowing plays like this to happen when you have dribble penetration defensively, offensively. You don't turn the basketball over. You get good shots at the rim. That's what allowed them to walk out of Boston with a big-time W.
Celtics couldn't close out this series at home the other night in Game 5. Can they stay sharp and turn out the lights here in Game 6? Grant Williams, the steal, gets it to Brogdon, knifes into the paint, stops on a dime and puts it in. And the Celtics, with 4 quick points to begin the fourth, retake the lead.
Oh, little things right there. Giving up that turnover close to half court allows Boston an easier opportunity on the offensive end.
Little two-man action, Young to Collins, who continues to play well for Atlanta.
And with one big in the game, Collins is able to roll to the basket a lot easier than his normal pick and pop.
Malcolm Brogdon, elite offensive talent, and the newly minted 6th man of the year, starting to carve him up. He's got 17.
Let's see if it's a plan to keep him in the late game situation because he can do just that.
Again, that has been a hot topic of conversation. How does Joe Mazzulla finish a potentially tight game? As the officials say, it'll be Atlanta basketball with 7 seconds to shoot.
Usually John Collins pops, but this one, because of the drop coverage, he's able to roll right into a sweet spot, utilize his athleticism and show off a little sharp touch with that little jump hook or that runner right there.
Young has to move quickly. Boy, got Brown crowding him there. There's tremendous recognition from Young, frustration for Brown and Boston. Third personal on Jaylen Brown and the first on the Celtics.
The challenge you have when you play against a guy like Trae Young, because he's shorter. Yes, you have size and length and you can play, but once he gets up underneath you and he can get his shoulder and that lead foot by you, there's really nothing you can do about it except try to block it up top. But he's so savvy that when he felt the pressure, he went right into his shot, kind of initiated the contact, and got himself to the free throw line, which is coming into this game. Trae Young got up 43% of their free throws. So coming into this game, Atlanta shot 80 free throws. Trae Young was about 34-35 of those free throws attempted.
And Jimmy, this is his kind of game. Money on the table. How does this one end in Game 6? Oh, you've seen the headlines, now get the real story behind some of the biggest scandals in the world of sports. The new season of Rich and Shameless premieres May 7th, only on TNT. Saw the brilliance from Young down the stretch. What he did in that fourth quarter just completely put the team on his back. Quieted down a little bit in the third quarter tonight. How does Trae and Atlanta finish here? Brogdon, long three, no. Rebound Bay. Dangerous pass up the sideline, deflected out of bounds by Robert Williams.
Well, it helped Trae Young, too. John Collins hitting shots. Okay, being able to knock DeAndre Hunter, being able to knock down shots. Those things right there allow Trae Young the space to be able to operate.
DeJounte Murray got his game going in the third quarter. Young gets White on his back. White, Jimmy, sensational defensive player. Maybe their best defensive option against Young here down the stretch. Jaylen Brown's going to reset. White on the launch. Not that time as Boston comes up empty. Young doing his dance, resets. Collins. Spins. Contact, offensive foul.
And the bench, Joe Mazzulla wants to see if there was elbow contact to the face of Grant Williams to look and see if it's a flagrant foul. Now, again, excellent defense. Was it something Collins did on purpose? We'll see on the replay. But this is the reason why you have Grant Williams in the game. Undersized, yes, but the heart of a champion. And right there, able to anticipate the spin move, take the contact, and pick up the foul.
Officials not going to the replay monitor, so just a common foul.
Yeah.
But again, as Jimmy just alluded to, that's what Grant Williams brings, the element that he brings to this team. It's something that has been missing with him basically on the bench this entire series. Brown blocked. Okongwu. Those long arms. And we're still tied. Murray over the top, and he banks it in off glass. 11 from Murray, all since halftime. Brown with a quick answer.
I mean, back and forth, but as we bleed into, and I'm going to keep this in mind, under 5 minutes, that pressure sifts on the Celtics. Big time.
Young up top. My goodness. Okongwu trying to one-handed stuff it through. This will be on Robert Williams, his second. Looks like Williams is a little bit shaken up underneath.
DeJounte Murray much more comfortable in this second half, being able to read his one-on-one opportunities, but this is just too easy. After you score for Atlanta, you allow Jaylen Brown to come back, and then Robert Williams, this unfortunate situation underneath for Okongwu on that lob attempt.
Again, will be fascinating here to see the rotations. How does Joe Mazzulla finish here? Chess match with Quinn Snyder.